bicep, and then the rest, you know, the other one not so much.
One big bicep. Yeah.
Oh,
I gotta get that selfie stick.
oh
man.
Lord.
Hang
on. Okay, that's better.
Have you seen the Mr. 802 Blues? I don't think you're watching, but I have seen that, yes. I'll answer that. Ah, my battery on my phone's about to go away.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Let's see.
Johnny Beane joined.
Huh? Did it say that did it say that I joined?
Hey, Mike, what's going on?
I did. I'm watching.
Mike Busey.
I'm watching it. I'm watching it on the iPad.
Yeah, it says you just joined.
Really?
Oh,
It says it says my name?
Yes. Johnny Beane just joined.
Nice.
Nick Horton joined.
What's up, Nick?
Nice. Okay, everybody, we're about to go live on what's it called? YouTube.
Man, that is high.
Speaking about high, did you guys see any of that video that was on, that live video where the guy was changing the bulb?
Yeah, I just saw that like 5 minutes ago. That was
You
cool.
saw that? That's all over Facebook, man. I watched a couple minutes of that, and I'm gonna have nightmares for days.
I thought the guy was like gonna jump out of an airplane in some kind of weird tube or something. Then I read the caption and I was like, whoa, he's changing a light bulb.
Yeah.
On an airplane?
No, it's like a tower. It's like how far high is it up, Johnny? Like 1,900 feet or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Crazy.
Somebody shared it, and then I saw it. I was watching it, and then I saw some other people that shared it. Apparently you saw it, so it's getting around. But yeah, it's like no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, my camera's not on yet.
I could see that.
Yeah, I guess I can do a few things. 5:10 p.m. Pacific, 5:11 p.m. Pacific. 8:11 Eastern, November 2nd, 2016. Hello, November.
I know, it's hard to believe October's gone and November's here already. It's crazy.
I can't believe how fast it's here. It's amazing.
Unreal. I know, and I'm like a whole month over 43. Go figure. I don't know.
Really? That's all you are is 43?
My life is over, Dave. Wither away nothing.
Yeah, you're washed up, all right.
That's what she said. That's what she said. No.
You're all washed up.
My life was over at 19. Actually.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Hey, Pete. Yep. So anyway, yeah, my camera's not on yet. So before I turn my camera back on, let me just
Sean Mahoney.
let me do a couple things here. Hey, Sean. Hey, man. So I'll be right back. And I have a question. Somebody asked a question, and I told them we would answer that on the video.
Okay.
So let me give me like a minute, and I'll be right back.
Hey, Johnny, before you go, can you put me on presentation mode real quick because I have something I need to show.
Well, as long as Dave doesn't say anything, you're fine. See, as long as he doesn't do that.
All right.
Hey, 802 Blues. You want to present? I'll present you.
Just real quick.
There you go. There you go.
For those of you out there that are watching, there is something that has become available. And if anybody's interested, they can message me on Facebook or they can email me or whatever you want to do. This guitar is going to be available ASAP. I've already talked to a couple of people. I've talked to Dave Lucy and Chris Hubbard because I wanted to give them a stab at it first, and both of them said they are all set. They're going to pass. But this is a Mexican EVH body, archtop body, and it's got a custom kill switch on it with a professional route in the back, and it's a Chinese ebony neck with stainless frets with all EVH hardware on the back, pearloid tuners, and EVH bridge with stainless screws and titanium blocks, and has a big brass block in the back. And the guitar is literally in, like almost mint condition, basically. plays amazing, and it is available. And if anybody's interested in it, please let me know. And yeah, I'm gonna be moving this one just for a couple of different personal reasons. But like I said, it is available. It's a great guitar, so if anybody wants it, it's gonna be like a first come, first serve. And if I don't hear anything in the next day or so, it's gonna go up on eBay. So,
If anybody wants it, okay, I'll take it. Just send it to me.
yeah.
If anyone wants it, just raise their hand. Dylan F. Yes, Wolfgang pickups are amazing. The EVH Wolfgang pickups are amazing. And we did say hello to you. Sinner, what's happening? Michael Smith. Jaden James, what's going on? Bubba James, fellas.
Hey, ladies.
Before I turn my camera back on, I got to change my light bulb. The light bulb on my lamp is like flickering really bad.
That's very funny.
That's one thing I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm sitting here in the dark.
Awesome. So, do you have plans on getting something new when you sell that guitar?
Eventually. Right now, probably. I mean, not immediately. I just have a couple of items that came up that I need to tend to. If you get my drift, and but yeah, I mean, eventually I will. I actually toyed a month or two ago with getting rid of that, and not because I don't like it. I love it. It's just that I don't play it with my with my USA relic guitar, the white one, and everything. I don't know. It's just one of those guitars that I think would probably benefit somebody else a little bit more than me. And I've been playing this one a lot, the one I got from you, Dave. I really like this one a lot. I actually debated taking that ebony neck off and putting it on this one, and then putting a kill switch in this too. But I think that guitar in that configuration is going to be, probably a real gem for somebody. I mean, it really is a peach of a guitar. And if I didn't have the USA one, I wouldn't even think of getting rid of it. But
Right. I understand.
Yeah, probably a green Peavey Wolfgang special would be what I'm looking for. I mean, Hubbard and I are both looking for one.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it was kind of a tough decision. It was one that I kind of am being forced to make. But it is what it is. It's not like I don't have 25 other guitars to play. So, but how about you? What do you got on the spectrum for next?
Well, I tell you what I did do today, which I was playing my my red Peavey Wolfgang yesterday, and noticed that 3 or 4 of the frets came up. They came unseated.
Really?
Yeah, out of nowhere. I don't understand. So I had to bring it to my buddy Larry, who does all my fret work, for him to. I had to leave it with him because it's just too much work. He has to glue the frets back in, and it'll be perfect when he's done with it. He's only going to have it a day or two, but yeah, it bothered me a bit because that's a new guitar for me, even though it's used. Yeah. It's 1997.
Sure.
But up to a couple days ago, it was perfect, and then all of a sudden, it must have been the sudden change in weather down here because it got cold really fast.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, if it might be a humidity or lack thereof.
Yeah, I'm thinking because I also the new striped Wolfgang, I had to have that tended to as well. Within 2 days of owning it, the fret edges were sticking out of the fretboard, and I hear that's not it happens to all of them. It's been happening to all those striped ones.
Yeah.
So I had them done as well, and now that guitar is absolutely perfect. So, Mike, thank you so much. You know what? I don't think I didn't play that guitar. I didn't set that guitar up for you. Did I, Rob? The one you're selling? Mike wanted to know if it's been Nesdalled, as far as
that one has not. I did bring that guitar down. No, I didn't. Not that one. No, I had my original relic one that we started putting some of the checking in it, especially before I got rid of it. No, that one is not then. It has been professionally set up. I mean, it is. When I put the neck on it, brought it to my guitar tech, and Sean, and he set everything up, and it's all intonated, low action, everything. So it plays like butter. Plays amazing.
Right. Also, Greg Walker. I don't know if you're looking at the chat at all, Rob, but Greg Walker asked for Johnny to give you his email so you can email him a price on that guitar. I think he's interested. So
okay. Well, actually, I'll just give you my email, and you can email me. It's bloodsportrob@verizon.net. All one word. bloodsportrob@verizon.net.
You got that, Greg? K Magnum. Hey, fellas. Yeah, bummer on the frets, but it's okay. I'll get it back. It'll be perfect.
Yep.
I'm not really worried about it. It was just, I was bummed a little bit because I wanted to play that guitar today. And it's now guitarded.
Guitarded.
Awesome. Johnny did a very good thing, and we'll tell you about it afterwards.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've been doing a lot of things here.
Yes, I know.
Welcome. Hey, Greg Walker. Hey, man. Hey, okay, let me.
Got it. We took care of it, Johnny.
Let me do this.
Greg Walker. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Greg Walker has Rob's email, so it's fine.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
What else we got here?
Look at this. I'm so.
Yeah, Citizen Kane, man. Those Mexies. They. I have a feeling it's just because they're nickel silver frets.
Yeah.
And the way the stainless frets are seated into that wood, it kind of holds the wood together a little bit firmer than the nickel silver. So the wood on the Mexies, it shrinks a little bit easier because that nickel silver is a little bit more. It's softer. It's a softer metal, so it's a little bit easier for that wood to shrink a little bit. But it's okay. That guitar is not going to shrink anymore, and it's actually perfect at the moment. So you should probably think about either hydrating your room or just getting the fret edges nipped a little bit, and it'll be fine. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. Thank you. You got a message, by the way, Dave. I don't know.
Hey, Howie. I do.
Howie.
A message on the page.
I took care of it already. I saw it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Saw it and took care of it.
Cool. I mean, it just happened just now.
Just a second.
Yeah, they replied back to you.
Okay, I'll look.
Hey. Okay. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, I had some things I had to do. Light bulb went out. Different stuff. But yeah. Huh?
Tuck the chickens in.
Well, not yet. No, they're out there. They're yeah. Everybody's.
When you tuck them in, do you literally put them in these little beds and tuck them in?
Yes, they have little blankets and little pillows and everything.
Howie! Howie! He's looking at me. Howie!
He can hear you. You're coming through the speakers. Yeah, if anybody did the video freeze for anybody else? Citizen Kane says the video froze.
Freeze frame.
If anybody wants to call up, if you have any questions, you can call the number 415. What? What is it?
What's the number?
I think Rob is echoing.
Am I?
A little bit.
Where'd my headphones go? Is it bad?
Well, here and there.
If it gets too bad, let me know, and I'll go grab some headphones.
Okay, here and there, it's a little weird. I want to say 415-952-3263.
Yeah, that's it.
If that's not the number, then
no, that's it.
What's going to happen? Nothing.
That's absolutely it.
So if anybody has any questions, yeah, there's a question actually. Somebody asked a question on one of the videos, and I said we would address it here. Yes, and if any of you guys are new to this, which I recognize most of you guys in there, but if you're watching this in the future or anything, yeah, we like to talk about. Yeah, see right there, Rob. I just heard it. We like to talk about EVH guitars, EVH gear, the brand new stuff. The lid that Nesdall is wearing. the old stuff, the Kramers, you know, like that thing back there, the Music Man guitars, the Peaveys, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, we enjoy talking about that stuff, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, Adam King. Adam, are you in here?
I don't see him.
Real quick. Uh-oh. You might have to unmute yourself.
Me?
No, the other guy.
Hello.
I just muted him because you could hear like a bunch of stuff. Adam, I don't know if you're in here, Adam, but Adam King is asking, what video was this? Because he's asking about the guitar in the video. I better look. Okay, I took a screen cap and then. All right. Let's see. Hey, 802 Blues. Hey, man. Oh, okay. Adam King. He's asking about when I was playing that gold Peavey special at Guitar Center.
Yeah.
That's what he's asking about, that guitar. And so his question for us is he's asking if that's a USA model, which it is, right?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's made in Mexico.
Huh? No, the Peavey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it's made in America. Sorry, I thought I had a brain aneurysm.
Oh man.
That wouldn't be good.
Oh, it's not even funny.
Is this a USA model? If so, does it have a bar that screws into the base plate?
I mean, yeah, it should. It screws it. Yeah, all the Peaveys were just screw on.
It's like Rob is like on the moon or something.
Yeah, he's
as
soon as
we started this video, I was like, watch that stupid dog start barking tonight. Sure enough. No, the Peaveys, they all had screw-on bars.
Yeah, like an original Floyd, like the one that's on your Music Man.
Right.
What happened to your Beats?
I actually have them at work because when I work out at lunchtime and I run, I use them. So I kept forgetting them and leaving them at the house. So I actually just leave them at work now. But I'll bring them home. I'm just gonna start keeping them in my car so I have them. I have these stupid little things. I do have a Beats pill that what I can do is I don't even have to wear headphones. It's just plug the audio cord into the computer and then plug it into the pill and run it with a hard wire, and then just not even use the headphones at all, but still hear the sound through the Beats pill. And that's
you're gonna drink a glass of water with that pill?
It'd be kind of hard to consume that, but maybe.
Yeah. It's like
pill.
It's like a Bluetooth. It's speakers is what it is.
Yeah.
It's called the pill because it's like the shape of like a big pill.
Yep.
Let's see. He says he got the USA Wolfgang Special in black, but the only difference between his and the new one is the bar. Another question is, how do you know if the neck has double graphite rods? He says he's asking only to check for any swapping of parts. Hope you get a chance to respond. It's driving me nutty. Sorry, VH forever.
Yeah. Well, they all have those. Well, I guess the USA and the made in Mexico guitars have the graphite rods. I'm not sure if the standards do. I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
But I do know that any of the necks that are quarter sawn, which are the ones that are made in America and the ones that are made in Mexico, they all have those rods in them.
The new ones.
Yes, the new ones. Peaveys didn't. The Peaveys did not have the graphite rods in them at all. They had one truss rod. That's it.
Same as the Music Man's.
Yeah. All right. You know what we'll do? Sometime tonight, we will discuss my week with Van Halen. back in 1998. We will discuss it. I did promise that I would do it, that I would talk about it.
Huh? How long are we gonna go on?
No,
Sometime tonight.
I will make it. I'll make it as short and sweet as possible.
He can discuss his weekend with me. Too.
I'm not gonna talk about everything. I'm not gonna give a blow by blow. I'm just gonna give you the overview.
He's gonna save that part for the weekend with me.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh man.
Yes. Thank God.
Aren't you guys glad I'm back? Aren't you so happy I'm back? Dave's like, oh gosh, where's Joe? Get Rob out of here and replace him with Joe permanently.
Yeah. I had a great chat with Joe this morning. Joe did a podcast thing this morning, and he was having some technical issues, and so I Facebook messaged him and said, "Hey man, I know exactly what you're doing wrong here, or I know what the problem is. I'll tell you how to fix it." And then I ended up just jumping in, and we talked for like half an hour, 40 minutes. And
Joe's awesome. I was watching your video last night. Was it yesterday? Yeah, last night. Yeah, when you were waiting at the dairy farm in your truck, and your buddy Mike was parked right next to you, and you're doing your live video. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that?
What's that?
Did you guys see that? Joe's video last night?
I haven't. I've been on the road all day today. I didn't get really much chance to look at anything.
Oh.
Sean says, not true, Dave. Dual rods on Peavey Wolfgangs.
Really?
Are you serious?
I didn't think so. But okay.
Wow. That's interesting.
That's the first I'm hearing of that. But Johnny, did you know that?
I don't know anything. I'm just here just to make you guys laugh.
Wow.
That's funny.
Well, I'm stunned because I didn't think they had them in there. I thought that was new for EVH.
Me as well.
In fact, I thought that was one of the upgrades that they spoke about when they were talking about the Wolfgangs in the very beginning in 2009.
Really, Grogan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
So check that information, Sean. Check that information just, again, because I'm questioning it. Sorry.
I mean, don't a lot of guitars have graphite rods in them though?
I'm not saying that they were, born with the EVH brand. I'm just saying that I didn't know.
No.
I didn't. What?
No, there was a company. What was the company? There was a company like 20 years ago. That was one of the
Modulus was using, but they were all graphite. Yeah, they were all graphite.
The whole thing was graphite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the bases.
Right.
802 Blues, hey man.
Citizen Kane is talking about Larry Mitchell. Yes, he's pretty amazing, and yes, he does have a Mini Cooper, and he fits pretty well in it. Him and a lot of gear. Larry Mitchell and a lot of gear in a Mini Cooper. That photo that's on his page is absolutely a true photo because he gets all that stuff in a Mini Cooper plus himself.
Dennis has got a Mini Cooper too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Also, Larry has landed safely in Germany. He's starting his 20-day tour in Germany, and everything all right.
Cool. Yeah, Larry, man. Yeah, he's really tall. I've actually met him in person. I met him at one of the NAMM after parties this last NAMM, and I ran up to him and said, hey, I'm Johnny B, and I know Nesdall, and he was pretty out of it because he plays these shows and he was just headed for the door. He was trying to just get out of there,
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, he's a super cool, but he's super tall dude.
Yeah.
He's like this. He's not big at all. He's very tall and very skinny.
Yes. Well, yeah. Yeah. Sean, I stand corrected, brother. If it says it in the manual, then so be it. The Peavey Wolfgangs have the graphite rods in it as well. All right, cool. That's good to know. See, I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything either. I just thought that it started with the EVH brand.
My question would be, did the Music Mans have them too, or was that something that just Peavey started?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to open my mouth because I was wrong the first time.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Dave. I did not know that either. I wouldn't have known. I never knew that.
You guys tear the stuff apart.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
daily. I mean, look at that. Look behind you guys.
Hey, listen, it just goes to show that no matter how much information you have, you can still be wrong. And I'll own up to it. Yes, Pete, I do have that Ron Howard look today. Yes, I'm going for the Ron Howard.
He's going for the Ron Howard today instead of the meatball.
Ron Howard.
You know, Rob, did you see any of our hangout with Larry Mitchell the other night?
Yeah, I watched it this morning. I saw it at work this morning.
So much fun. If anybody, if you haven't seen it, go. It's the previous video. Go check it out. We had such a good time.
Yeah, I was trick-or-treating with my daughter, and we got home late, and by the time I got in, it was so beat, and I would have loved to have been on that. Yeah, he seems like such a cool guy. Cool guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where's Brian, by the way?
Oh, Brian couldn't make it. I think he's on a date, actually. I got to find out the dude's name.
What?
No, it's just a joke. No, I think he's out on a date, actually. So good for him. And listen, if I was on a date, I'd leave you guys high and dry too.
You have many times.
You're right.
That's what I do when I go on my dates. I just leave you guys high and dry.
You're right. You know, Van Halen can wait. When there's a lady involved, Van Halen can wait.
Damn right. That's
No offense, guys.
That's why I'm going to be gone this Friday. You know.
No offense, but that's it. All right, Sean doesn't know about the Music Man, so I'm going to go on the limb and say no, they're not in the Music Man next.
They probably are, man. Come on.
Yeah, watch. We'll be like, yeah.
That's all right. You know what? I'm just going to go for broke. I'm going to say
Billy.
no.
All right, Billy Shelton. I don't know who you're talking to. You're talking to Sean.
Yeah, Sean Zimmerman.
Billy Shelton just sent me the whole thing about the EVH Peaveys. Made in the USA, carved top, dual graphite reinforced. Yes, the Peaveys are. Yeah.
Cool.
Wow. Cool.
Awesome. You know, that's actually good. That's good to know. Now, you know, it's fine. I'm glad.
Although, is this from Wikipedia though? Because it might be wrong.
Well, I don't think Peavey's site is going to tell you because they don't really want to hear the name Van Halen.
Look up Wikipedia. Look up my name in Wikipedia. Don't believe any of that. Okay.
No, Brian
Right,
Davies,
cool.
not you. My buddy Brian.
Thank
My
you, man.
buddy Brian that was sitting next to me on the previous video. Not
Yeah.
you, Brian Davies.
Brian Davies. Hey, dudes. Okay, we're getting some questions. Buzz. Hey, Buzz.
Cool.
Here's a question here. I'm gonna save your first one, Buzz, for a little later. Okay, okay. Buzz also says he's pretty sure that the Peaveys do have the rods in them.
Okay, cool. Again.
Aren't you the guy that claimed to own like 50 Peavey Wolfgangs at one time?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't read. I didn't say 50, and you've seen the video. I think I had like 8 or 9 of them at once.
Video? No, there was a photo.
I didn't say video. Yeah, it was a photo. Did I say video?
You said video.
Man, I you know what?
Take that hat off. It's squeezing your head, man.
Cocaine, a hell of a drug.
Put the hat on backwards.
No.
Let's get the window.
No, so I can look like Silent Bob? Wait.
You look like George.
Silent Bob. Silent Bob, everybody.
Got kind of quiet there.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Nobody.
Alex
Hey, nobody. Huh?
Yes.
Alex.
Mean is here
Alex
too.
is here. I can't believe it. Alex is actually here.
36 people watching, 18 thumbs up, 0 thumbs down.
Thank you. Thank you guys for watching this. We appreciate it. On a Wednesday, this is good for a Wednesday. Is today Wednesday? Yeah.
It is Wednesday. Yeah.
This is good. This is pretty good for a Wednesday. Wednesdays generally our best days are Mondays and Fridays. Wednesdays, but Wednesdays are getting better.
Wednesdays are Sundays at Carvel.
So, what? Okay, here's a question from Buzz. Here's a couple questions. One of them we can answer really quickly with a yes or no, and then one of them we actually have to think about. Buzz is asking, "Hey guys, if Eddie ever drops, if Eddie ever releases a drop to hell piece, Wolfgang."
Wait, is that the question? If
EVH Gear ever released a drop to hell Wolfgang guitar with that bridge on it, would we want to get one?
Why wouldn't we? Of course. To be able to drop every string down a whole step, or I think it's a whole step, or is it lower than that? I think the whole premise behind that is to drop the whole guitar a whole step down, right?
It's like having a
D-tuner on each string.
6 D-tuners, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that I would own one. I would definitely want to own one. I probably would want to own 2.
I want to own a lot of this stuff. I don't have any of it. And Rob, we can't even hear.
Yeah, I
Rob,
know.
We can't hear you.
Pete, the next time I talk to Eddie V, I'll ask him why that didn't come out. Oh.
Okay, Rob's panicking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just do like yeses or nos the rest of the time.
What, Rob?
No, we can't hear you. Yeah.
Me?
Huh? No, Rob.
I only see his avatar. I don't even hear him.
Oh, I see him, but I can't hear him.
Oh, now I see him, but I can't hear
him. I can see you and I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Rob, why don't you just drop out and come right back? Bye-bye.
Now watch. Joe Wentz is going to pop in.
That would be funny.
Hey, everybody, I'm back.
That would be really funny.
Where are you, Joe? Are you driving? Okay.
Silent Rob, Pete says.
Is that any better?
There you are.
Yes, yeah. There you go.
Silent Rob. Yeah, there you are.
Cool. I don't know what happened. I muted myself for a second because I had a phone call, but then when I tried to come back, I didn't get the call. Then I came back in, and for some reason, you guys couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, Citizen Kane, I don't even own a Boss pedal, so I'm not really interested in the Katana. Sorry.
Okay, we got another question from Buzz.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Buzz.
I got a lot of Boss stuff. There's one.
Yeah, I got Boss stuff. I got.
Did you say you have Bud? Is that what you just said?
No, I didn't say Bud. I said yeah, Buzz.
If you guys ever make it out here, man, walk down the street. Walk down Haight Street. Rob,
everyone calls you Bud.
You've been there. Everybody you pass by calls you Bud.
I say that all the time. I say, "Hey, Bud," all the time.
No, not that. No, they walk past you and they're like, "Bud."
Oh, as in
either do you want it or do you have it? Yeah.
Oh,
everybody you pass on that street says that, Bud.
I get it now. I get it, and I don't want it. Sorry, don't want it.
Okay, Buzz has another question here. Hi guys, and you guys can answer this too in the chat box if you want. What are your top 5 Eddie Van Halen guitar solos?
Didn't we answer that like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, we can answer it again.
We didn't. It wasn't solos. It was just songs.
No, it was solos.
It was
solos because I picked every standalone guitar solo.
We already answered that. Well, let's go again real quick.
Okay.
Because I we do 2 of these and it's a blur, for me.
So funny.
Somebody.
Go ahead, Rob.
All right, mine would be Ice Cream Man, just because it's amazing.
Just name them. Just name the solos.
5150, the song.
He said that last time. Come on.
Yeah.
People are gonna think they're watching a rerun.
Two more. Let's see. What are the other two that I liked? Actually, Don't Tell Me, I really liked. And last but not least, Hang 'em High.
Nice. That's actually a great solo. I'm gonna go with my original 5. Eruption, Spanish Fly, the beginning to Fools, which I don't remember the name of it, whatever it's called. I'm gonna go with Little Guitars, intro. Then I'm going to go with the beginning of Ballad of the Bullet from 3.
Yeah.
The solo on the choral sitar, whatever the name of that is.
Primary.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Johnny.
Yes. Let's see. Well, one of the ones that I didn't mention last time, which I would say has to be number 1 for me, would be Beat It.
Yeah.
That's a good solo.
The solo in Beat It.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, that one solo single-handedly changed a lot of things for a lot of people back then.
Yep.
You know, it brought a lot of guys listening to music that wouldn't necessarily listen to Michael Jackson. It crossed audiences like you wouldn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
so yeah, Beat It, definitely number 1. I know I said before the solo in Mine All Mine. You know, I said
That's
that.
a great solo too.
This Eruption, of course. You know, the one that started everything. So that's 3, and then I would say for something different, Cathedral, because
yes, I did mention Cathedral the last time, but I didn't this time. Yeah.
It's like, what was that? People thought it was a keyboard. You know, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
You know. And then I'm going to say a couple other things real quickly. The solo that Edward did for Nicolette Larson's song.
Yeah. Can't Get Away From You.
Can't Get Away.
I don't even know it.
Can't Get Away From You? Yeah. Where he's uncredited. His name on that album is a question mark.
Yeah, it's great solo.
Yeah. And then one more that I'll mention that a lot of people really don't know about. Somebody actually asked me about this earlier today, so I just happen to have it here. Tim Bogart from Vanilla Fudge, is it?
Yeah.
The bass player.
Bogart and Appice.
He put out a solo album in 1983 called Master's Brew, and a lot of people don't know this because this isn't really common knowledge as far as nerds. But there was a song called "Don't Leave Me This Way," where Edward plays the solo on it, but he's not credited as his name. He's credited as I even pronounce this Havalens, something like that. But
I think that's Eddie Van Halen mixed up letters.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But anyway, if you guys haven't heard that, check it out. I'll post a link to that on our Facebook page, which we're calling EVH Gear Live. I'll post a link to that video, and you guys can listen to that, and it's pretty interesting. It's definitely Eddie. It's definitely him around that time period. You can definitely hear it. It's a pretty interesting solo.
Yeah.
But so what? For me, that was what, 6?
Yeah. I'm gonna give an honorable mention, but the solo in Right Now. It's got so much feel. It's straight from the heart. There's no tapping in it. There's no hammer-ons and pull-offs. It's all.
I think that was your number 1 last time. I think you were saying Right Now.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
It was one of them. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Joe Wentz. Joe says his favorite top 5s are Eruption, Model Mine, Secrets, Dirty Movies. Everybody Wants Some.
Nice. Cool.
Eduardo says, don't forget the Starfleet project.
Brian Davies, Steve Lukather played all the rhythm guitars on the Thriller record. So he played rhythm guitar on Beat It, but not the solo.
Did he play bass on that too?
I don't know. I know he played rhythm guitar.
I'm thinking maybe he played bass on that as well, although I'm just thinking that. Why not?
Yeah.
Guitar Wannabe, what's happening?
Yeah. Secrets. That's a sleeper. Awesome solo.
Yeah.
Secrets. Yeah, that's a great
Solo is
song.
amazing. It's very good.
Great song. And for those of you, they released that as a 45 single, and there was a remix version of it, where it is. When you think of remix in the 80s, you think about a bunch of hip hop noises and spring sounds and boings and weird things.
Boings?
Yeah. You think about that kind of stuff, yeah, like the keyboard, the weird, weird stuff. But there actually is a version of Secrets out there. I have it. I've got it on the 45, where it's the same song, but it has keyboards in it.
Yeah.
There was actually several. Huh?
I heard it. You know what? I don't think they call it a remix. Do they call it an alternate take? Is that what they call it? I don't think they call it a remix.
No, that's called remix.
Really?
Well, yeah, alternate. No, it's not. It's not an alternate take because it's the exact same thing, except it has keyboards underneath. It's everything's the same. And actually, the song is actually. I think it cuts to the chorus quicker in that version as well. Huh? Are you reading comment?
I don't understand what that means. I'm reading all the comments. I don't see anything from him.
Maybe he has something before.
Joel, ask your comment again. Ask your question again, or whatever your comment was. Ask it again.
Guitar Wannabe EVH. Guitar Wannabe. Is that Craig?
Yeah, it is Craig.
Hey man. Hey dude, I finally put one and one together with you because he's been posting a lot of stuff over on our page on Facebook.
Yeah.
The EVHQ Live page. He's been posting a lot of his videos and stuff, and I finally put things together. Like, oh, that's the guy who had videos a long time ago that everybody was going crazy over. So yeah, very cool, man. Very cool. And yeah, we'll definitely you're welcome to jump on here anytime, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And Joel, yes, we are reading them.
What's up, man? Yeah. Awesome, man. Guitar Wannabe EVH. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the cool thing about the page that we made, the EVH Gear Live page on Facebook. You are all welcome just to post videos on there, post photos of your guitars, videos of you playing, reviews. If you have any reviews about this, this show or whatever this is, I mean, if you dig what we do, feel free to leave a review. A lot of people left tons. There's like 28, 29, 30 reviews on there. And it's amazing that people, for one thing, I guess, enjoy this or, or watch at least. I don't know if they're enjoying this, but that somebody would actually take the time to post, positive, things about what we do, which is just us just sitting here just talking to each other.
Yeah. Killer Chimp 12 wants to know if we think there'll be a reunion with Mikey or Sammy. I'm going to go on. You never know what's going to happen. With this band, you just never know. Because I never thought they'd get back with Dave, yet they got back with Dave. So, I think the door is always open to any possibility.
Yeah. I would say just wait and see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never know.
Hey, welcome back, Rob.
Yeah, I had that phone call that was I tried to make a minute ago. It came back again, so I had to talk to her for a second. So.
Oh, okay, that's cool. 45 people watching right now. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for watching on a weekday. It's really beautiful that you guys are watching. I appreciate it.
It's always a weekday.
Yeah, you're right. Shush.
Well, we used to do them on Sundays once in a while. Sometimes we used to.
Well, that's how these things started. When we first started doing these things, we would do them on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
And we would talk to people and have a great time, and that kind of morphed into this. And I don't know how we ended up doing 3 days a week. I think people just kept saying, "Are you going to go live?" Like every day.
Yeah,
every day. People would ask, "Hey, are you going to go on? Are you going to go on?" People wanted like more and more of this stuff.
Yeah,
you know, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So we finally said, "Oh, you know, well, you know." That's what really makes that's one thing that makes a YouTube channel successful, is if you have a schedule and you stick to it and people know exactly when you're on, or not just live, but when. Because not everybody goes live like this. Like we're actually on right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually I can see your comments. You know, I'm looking at you guys right now. Not everybody goes live, either all the time or if ever. But people would post videos on certain days, like you know, I'll put up a video every Wednesday at this time, so you'll know, you know, like I'm just saying in general, you know, like one of your favorite YouTubers, you know, if iJustine puts up a video on Wednesdays at noon, then everybody knows Wednesday at noon they're ready. It's like, wow, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing about YouTube and what am I trying to say here? Be consistent, have a schedule.
Exactly.
So we finally were like, okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 o'clock California, 8 o'clock NYC. That's when we'll be on live.
Right.
And in between that, you know, we'll jump on here and there. You know, this is my channel, so I do post other things besides these things. So, you know, I post things here and there, but you know, if you dig, if you dig, you know, if you dig the stuff, I think it's all good. But don't forget to subscribe to these two guys as well.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Pete McNamee asks me what makes the Godot crown tuners on the Frankie so rare. Well, Pete, the reason they're so rare is because they were made in like 1979, 1980, 1981, in that era. They don't make them anymore. Charvel does make them for some of their custom shop guitars, but you cannot buy them anymore. You can't buy them. And how many pairs do you think are available, you know, to the public? The only way you get them is if you find them on eBay used, and they're expensive.
Yeah.
There weren't that many sets to begin with, and that's why on the Frankie replica that Fender did, they went with Schaller, because to pay, you know, first of all, there's no way to find 300 sets of those crown tuners. And then pay $200 to $300 for each set. It's crazy. So, Rob, why don't you show us what those tuners look like?
Yeah, Dave and I both have these on our Frankenstrats. Here's mine, and the tuners he's talking about, as he said, they're crown heads. You can tell what the shape is. It's a crown head made by Godot, and you can tell they look like Schallers. Basically, the heads look very similar to Schallers, but you can tell the actual head on them. And this is one of the things. This is one of the main ways you can tell. If I was ever handed Eddie's original Frankenstrat and a replica and asked to tell which one was which, I'd be able to tell immediately. Just look at the tuners, because Eddie's original has the crown heads on it, and like Dave said, the replicas don't, because they're so rare and they're hard to find. So, you know, it's not totally inaccurate what Fender did, because the Frankenstrat did have Schallers on it with different necks from time to time. But this particular neck right now, it does have the crown heads on it. And the other one that had crown heads on it, where is it? Here it is. Well, they were gold crown heads, was Ed's Kramer guitar. And as you can tell, it's the same thing. Just they're gold. They're gold crown heads.
I'm still looking for a set for my guitar.
Yeah, they're hard to find, and Actually, Dave and I had thought we'd found a set. What, about a couple months ago?
Yeah, yep. The heads were gold, but the bodies of them were chrome.
Right. Kind of a mixed match, but I mean they're really cool looking. It's a cool looking shape, and it's definitely noticeable. The only other guitar that I am aware of, and I know for a fact it has them on it, and I don't have them on mine because the only two guitars I was lucky enough to find them for was my Frankenstrat and this one. But the only other guitar that I'm aware of, and it doesn't mean that they're not on other ones that Ed owns, but I know for a fact that it's this one, is his multicolored tape guitar.
Yep. Because that's a 1980 or 81 Kramer neck.
Right.
That was a lawsuit neck, Fender headstock.
Yeah.
And they absolutely would have been on there by then.
Yeah, I mean, on my replica, this is my tape guitar, and you can tell the neck. This is not a real Kramer neck. This is just a basic Strat copy neck that I put a Kramer logo on, and I just have some cheapo, gold tuners on it. And I didn't put the shallers on because I didn't want shallers. I wanted something that looked a little bit different. The closest I could come was something like this, and they're not even close to the crown heads, but it just looks a little bit different, which makes the guitar that much more interesting, I guess.
Is that the brand of those tuners?
Godo is the brand.
Yeah.
He said cheapo.
Oh yeah, that's basically what these are. These are cheapo. Things barely even turn, for crying out loud.
Just imagine, is that a brand of like really, really cheap something? How
it's like my Gibson guitar, my Gibson.
Buy cheapo brand.
Yeah.
Cheapo.
Cheapo, yeah.
Cheapo.
Joel wants to know if we have bass guitars as well. I do. I have an inexpensive bass. I think we all do. Rob, do you have a bass?
I used to, but I don't anymore, and I'm actually.
It's all about the bass.
I'm actually gonna be buying one of those cheapo basses.
I have a bass called. It's the company name is SX, and it's a inexpensive jazz bass copy that I put a real expensive set of pickups in and a real good Godo bridge on. And it's really great. It sounds great, and the neck just doesn't move on it. But I'm not a bass player, but I thought that it should sound good at least. So I put a good set of pickups.
You look like a baseball player.
Yeah, well, I look like a baseball. Actually, I think I look like Mr. Cub.
You look like an umpire because you got the black and
you mean an umpire?
What'd I say? Empire?
Empire. He looks like the Empire.
You look like an Empire Strikes Back, is what you look like.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Featuring Nesdall Strikes Back.
Oh, you guys suck.
Dave Nesdall, the Empire that Strikes Back. His team, they're called the Cheapos.
Cheapos, yeah.
All right, so listen, I'm gonna talk about the time I got to spend with Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, hang on, man. That's gonna take like 5 hours.
No, it's not.
Let me answer something. Somebody was asking, is that a Ripley behind me? Yes.
Do you play that guitar often, Johnny? Have you been playing it, or is it just in the back?
No, it needs to be. It needs to be. I'm thinking the high E pole piece might be dead. And David Allen Wright actually has been sending me messages. He wants me to send him some photos of the circuit board of it. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Although I won't say I'll be gone next Friday. Next Friday we won't be live. Not this Friday. We will be on this Friday. Next Friday I'll be out of town. A week from Friday. A week from Friday, I'll be out of town, and I'll have that guitar with me. So I'll be taking that guitar with me somewhere. And follow our page. Follow both our pages, EVH Gear Live and Guitarist Johnny Beane, and you'll see some cool photos of where I'm taking that guitar. So look for that.
Yeah, look for it.
Yeah, strike.
How long have you owned that guitar again, Johnny? The Ripley?
Since I've had it for like 21 years.
Wow.
if you can believe that.
And you found it in like a local shop, just kind of hanging around type deal?
Yeah, a pawn shop in Oakland, California.
He
Yeah.
said pawn, by the way,
A porn shop.
if you know what I mean.
Well, that shop is actually just down the street from that shop, but yeah. I'm not.
How long had it been sitting there? Did anybody even know what it was? I mean, I know you knew what it was, but
Somebody told me it was there. So somebody said, "Hey Johnny, there's this Kramer. It's called a Kramer Ripley. Do you know what that is?" And I'm like, "Yes." But don't forget, this is 1995 when nobody wanted Kramers. Every pawn shop was full of Kramer guitars. Nobody wanted them. Right?
Yeah.
So it was there. I went and I checked it out. I saw it and I'm like, this is cool. But, I actually have a heart, So I knew that, somebody pawned this, I'm just going to leave it there and I'll come back in a month. And if it's still there, I'll think about it. So I came back like a month later. It was still there. And so I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I can't. I went back, saw it, and then said, yes, I'll get it. And I actually went back home and then, got the funds or whatever, and then came back. And, I didn't live too far away at the time, but yeah, I grabbed it, It was, I want to say it was about $350.
That's amazing.
Is what it was.
$350 for a Ripley guitar is amazing, let alone the number 5 Ripley guitar. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. The serial is 0005 on it.
Do we know how many they made of that guitar approximately? I mean, of the Ripleys?
A lot. A lot, but not like, not like 2,500 guitars.
It couldn't have been too many. A lot.
I'm thinking maybe 200 guitars. I bet
never see them.
Yeah, 200 guitars, probably.
Even the guys who have the collections. I've had guys come after me. I had one guy, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. Maybe he's watching this. One guy, a big Kramer collector, found me. And this is way before the internet. This is before, any of this. Nobody knew who I was then. But, hey, Stephen. 1 second. The guy came and found me, and he offered to trade me 2 Kramer guitars for that. 2 guitars. But I think they were like newer, this would have been in the 90s. So they wouldn't have been like newer Kramers like you would think now, like Music Yo or the Gibsons. It was nothing like that. But it was like whatever Kramers like later guitars were like, like the shiny.
Like 87 or 88.
Huh?
Like 87, 88 era, 89.
Probably like the bodies that had the contours on them and stuff.
Horrible.
Yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't trade that guitar for 2 83 Pacers. That guitar is a very limited thing, very rare.
Yeah.
That guitar, I wouldn't trade that for anything really, unless it was Eddie owned.
Yeah.
Unless Eddie owned it and it had stripes on it, I wouldn't trade it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So a week from Friday, I'm gonna take that guitar with me somewhere, and you'll see some photos. You'll see some stuff. So follow the pages, EVH Gear Live on Facebook and Guitarist Johnny Beane on Facebook. Follow those pages, and you'll see some photos and maybe video of my adventures a week from Friday with that guitar. There's an Eddie Ripley stereo guitar in the Boston Hard Rock Cafe. Hey, yeah. Is that the one that he signed? It has a signature on the front?
I'm going to be there on Saturday, by the way. I'll find out. I'm going to be
a black one. Oh, you will? Hey, cool.
Yeah,
take photos of that.
Take photos, man.
A friend of mine, a girlfriend of mine and I are going out to visit a buddy of mine in Boston. And, we're going to be going to
ask if you can see the back of that guitar.
No, I will. I will
be black,
though. I'm kidding.
I will definitely see what I can find and see if I can take some pictures of it. Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim Goodry.
I have a photo of it. I mean, if that is the one. What does the Ripley do with all of the switches? Those are panning pots. And so what those do is if you use either the original splitter box that those guitars came with, or if you jerry rig some sort of thing like I did with Radio Shack cables, you can plug into two different sources, like on a mixer. You know, you can plug into two different things, or you can plug into two different amplifiers, and each pot basically controls the stereo spectrum of each string. So you can either go like, you know, mono or like hard right. No, is that right? That's left. Hard left, hard right, or anywhere in between. So if you wear headphones, like listen to the song Top Jimmy. Listen to that, and you'll hear listen to the intro. Listen or the off the last album, A Different Kind of Truth.
Fire, Blood and Fire.
Blood and Fire. Listen. Yeah, that's the better example, actually. Listen to Blood and Fire off the last album, and you'll hear exactly what that guitar sounds like. Although Eddie never used, when he was photographed with these guitars, he never actually recorded with these, as far as we know. He actually had some actual Telecaster Ripleys, and well, he had that one that they called the Cloud or the Bowling Ball or whatever.
Yeah,
and I do have a photo of him in the 5150 in the studio with that guitar at the console, so it is possible he did use that.
Yeah, Scott Smith, I believe, has a copy of that. Has one of those guitars. It's beautiful. It's got 5150.
He's got everything, man.
Yeah, it's got 5150 on the 12th fret markers too. For it's just amazing guitar.
Yeah,
very cool.
So he used the one for Blood and Fire for the 2012 album, Different Kind of Truth. Do we know? Did he use the Telecaster Ripley for that?
Super
I think so.
Probably.
I think he used the original because I remember Mr. Ripley himself saying that Eddie had sent him the guitar to get fixed up around that time, because I've known Ripley. I've known him for years, and yeah, I believe it was the original guitar that he did use for that. The same guitar he used on Top Jimmy was the one he used for Blood and Fire. And
well, actually, if you guys stand by, I have a Young Guitar magazine with Eddie on the cover with that guitar. Hold on, I'll go find a picture.
Cool. While you're doing that, hey, Pete, to answer your question about do you think Fender will ever launch the EVH custom shop? Technically, it is a custom shop because everything, you know, they are building guitars to order. If it's made in America, you're not getting one unless you order it. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking like the way Peavey was, where you can get it any way you want it, like Burger King. But I don't know that they're going to do that. They may do that. They may not. Who knows? But it is a custom shop. The guitars that you own are custom made. They're custom built. So that is definitely a custom shop. Sinner, a good price for a Voyager, for an '84 Voyager, is going to be anywhere between $600 and $1,500. You hardly see them, depending on the condition of the guitar.
When Johnny gets back. Johnny, you there?
Who knows? We have 48 people watching, 34 thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Let us know if you if you like this, if you want us to continue. Keep up with the thumbs up. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and like the Facebook pages.
Okay, that too.
And subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already.
Yeah.
You probably are.
Yeah. Prescribe to it. Prescribe to it.
Yeah, prescribe. I've got a prescription for you. I'm not a doctor, but I do play one on TV. Prescribe to the YouTube channel, and you will get more of this stuff almost daily. You know?
Yeah. Rob, you got that photo there?
Yes, there's other photos of it, but this is the guitar.
I have it here too. That's one of them. That's not Super Pluto though.
Oh, really?
That's one of them, but that's not the Super Pluto.
Okay.
The Super Pluto has 3 humbuckers.
Ah, okay.
And this is it here.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you're right. Yeah, that's a different one. Yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah, I didn't know he had 2 of those.
He has more than 2 of them.
Yeah, there's more of them. There's another one that's in a Hard Rock Cafe.
And this is the cover to that magazine.
Yep, I have that one too. I have that mag. Yep, I forgot about that.
That's a heavy one. I can't wait for my new magazine to come.
Which one did you get?
You did say new, right?
I said new, yeah. Yeah, I don't care if it's new or nude. I don't care as long as I get it. I don't care.
Which one you got coming?
The one with the Guitar Man, the one with all the guitars in it.
Yeah, that's a great magazine.
Because our friend Mully got it for me.
Yeah.
He found one for I think $30 or $40, and it got to his house overnight. It got to his house overnight, and he sent it out to me.
It was quick.
Yeah,
it was
unbelievable.
It was like the guy, he orders it, he goes to sleep, wakes up, and it's there.
Yeah,
Crazy.
so
It's
cool.
like a drone. That guy's who's the guy? The guy striped drone brought it out.
It's amazing. Amazing. Unbelievable.
That's so cool.
Oh man.
Dinner, I'll look at that Facebook message in a minute. I just it's tough to look at my phone while I'm doing these things, but I will look at.
Come on. You're texting nonstop while you're on these things.
I am not
kidding. He's saying, because he's talking to somebody else right now.
I am not.
Aside from us.
God.
Oh man.
Getting beat up tonight. I'm out of here.
I've got a million things here.
Taking my toys and going home.
Yeah.
Who
We had
is
a lot
it?
of toys.
Buzz thinks the D2H tailpiece goes down 2 whole steps. Is what he said.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Look at me. Why am I so? Wow, this is a bright light, man. Look at this.
Actually,
What up?
Bad.
What up, toothpaste?
Look at this. You can't.
You
even,
look dead.
You can't even see me.
No, I can see you. You just look like you don't have any blood.
now the nice thing about that
I'm a vampire,
Dave's
man.
got coming in, that magazine that Dave's got coming in, it's so amazing. Johnny, if you want to put me on presentation mode for a second, you guys are gonna love seeing this. It's got a specific section on the drop to hell tailpiece.
Yes, it says.
Yeah, and it gives it
Now we
shows
have to delete this, man.
exactly
No.
shows exactly how it works, all the parts, how they're made up, the lever, what it does, and it's even got
Johnny Lima Beane.
Pinto bean.
The thing is, all Dave's magazines, they all arrive at his house in that black plastic.
What?
Every time Dave leaves the store, he's got a brown paper bag with him.
I was like a lead balloon, that one.
Lead balloon, that's what he calls, you know.
It goes over like one. But it's really cool. I mean, because it doesn't necessarily, have a lot of things written in English in it. But if you look at the pictures, it does show how it goes up and down two different steps. I might be right. I've never really paid too much attention to it because I've never had one, so it's hard to look at the thing and
Johnny
really appreciate what it does. But that was one of those guitars that Ed had his, and he had a couple of them, and he played them on like the song As Is, but for whatever reason or other, it never materialized for the public.
I know somebody who has one.
Hmm.
I know somebody who actually has an actual, either an actual one or one that they made that actually works.
Hmm.
Citizen Kane had to step away. Did you miss Dave's EVH story? Yeah, you missed it. Oh man, Dave. Killer Champ 12 wins the prize. There we go. You see that, Rob?
No, I didn't see it.
Dave, should I read this?
I don't really care. Everyone can see it anyway.
Well, David, he said David Nudes doll. Johnny Rice and Beans. Oh man. Johnny Black Bean. These guys are, man, you guys are making fun of us? Oh man. We're gonna block all you guys.
Then I'll have nobody to watch.
We're gonna start blocking all our fans. Yeah, that's what you do. That's real smart.
Yeah.
No, we love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys can say whatever you want. We don't care.
Citizen, I'm not allowed to tell the story.
Believe it or not.
Johnny's not allowing me to tell the story, so I can't tell.
No, I didn't say that. You can tell it. It's just. Excuse me. Here's what you can do, man. Shoot your own video, and post it to the Facebook page.
No, I'm not doing that.
Why?
Because it's fun to say it on something like this. I'm not gonna just get a camera in my face and say this is my week with Van Halen.
Dave Nesdall's Lost Weekend.
Yeah, no, not doing it.
Dave News Dolls. Johnny Frankenbeans. Johnny Jelly Bean. Oh, there you go. I got to tuck the chooks in, man.
All right.
Yes, block people.
Let Dave tell a story. Go ahead. You can tuck them in and let Dave tell a story.
Okay. Because that way.
He just doesn't want to hear it anymore.
Well, I've heard it a million times, but I have a feeling I haven't heard all of it at the same time. I keep hearing the same parts over and over. Is there more to it than what I've even heard?
I don't remember what you even heard. Doesn't matter.
Go ahead, tell the story. We got 44 people now.
Dave Foosball.
Wow, look at this. 41 thumbs ups, 44.
44 people watching.
Let's see if we can match the thumbs ups with the watchers. So we got 44 watching. We need 3 more thumbs ups. Give us 5 thumbs ups. Give us 5 more, and Dave will tell a story. And go like our page as well.
Yeah, it's great. We'll trade. We'll trade thumbs ups for my story.
We have to do something these days because it's not like the way it used to be.
Yes, we have to do something these days.
YouTube, man. Yeah.
Johnny gluten-free.
Dave Foosball. Oh.
Wow, we lost that. We're losing thumbs up. We have 38 thumbs ups and 3 thumbs downs.
That's too bad.
Man.
Oh.
Oh my
well,
God.
Tell your story quick, and then I got to tuck them in because it's getting dark. So tell your story, and yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
Those 3 thumbs downs, I'm not telling stuff. I'm not telling anything with those on there.
Oh, come on. These guys, they like to mess with us. I've heard. They tell me, it's like, oh, I put the thumbs down there just to mess with you, and then I take it back.
Yeah.
I hear that. I hear that from these guys.
Take it back first, sinner.
Okay, somebody just did. It's probably Rob.
No, it's not me. I'm actually literally sitting back here.
You guys can thumbs up or thumbs down these videos as well.
Yeah, don't you think I thumbs them down already?
Oh, okay, there we go. One of them's
done. No, we got 2 thumbs down again.
No, just 1.
No, 2. I got 2 on my side.
I got 1. I see 1.
Come on, get rid of it all.
I see 2 now. Oh, come on. Just tell the story.
Come on, Dave.
We might have to jump. We might have to bounce.
We're not going to jump.
No. You never know. We might have to bounce at some point. So
my story.
That was Stefan. Oh man, that must have been Stefan that was telling me that.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, he called. We talked on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, I give you the thumbs down. It's just to mess with you," and then I take him back. It's hilarious. Oh. These guys are saying that they're getting blocked as well.
3 thumbs downs, 43 thumbs ups.
Yeah.
All right. So
Tell
since
your
they're
story.
messing with us, I'm gonna mess with them a little bit. All right. So here's my story. My story when I worked at Manny's Music back in the mid '90s, actually starts in 1997.
Let's just go back to when you were born. What happened?
It started when I was a little children. All right. In 1997, the store got a call from Eddie Van Halen asking if he could come in and borrow a Peavey Wolfgang to do a session. Apparently, he was doing a session with Thomas Dolby in New York City and did not bring a guitar with him. So at the time,
but let's just make clear that's not the session that came out.
Right, not the session that came out
92.
earlier. Correct. It was another session that he was going to do with Thomas Dolby. So anyway, the store didn't have any Peavey Wolfgangs. We hadn't received any yet, or they were out of stock at the moment. But he basically said anything with 2 pickups and a Floyd Rose. And the store had at the time one Music Man Eddie Van Halen left, and it was unopened in a box. It was the color green, and we called the customer. I called the customer and said, "Listen, you haven't picked your guitar up. Eddie Van Halen himself is coming into town and would like to borrow it, and he'll even autograph it for you, whatever. He needs to borrow the guitar. It's the only one we have." And he had asked, and the customer said, "No, I don't want that box opened."
Wow.
So what do you do in that case? You got to do what the customer wants. So we didn't open the box. So I got back on the phone with Eddie Van Halen, and I said, "Listen, the store doesn't have any, but of course I have a few of these guitars, my personal guitars. I'd be happy to loan you one of mine." So, I said, but it would take me about 2 hours to get back into the store because I live on Long Island. The store is in Manhattan. I had to take a train home and come back. And he agreed to that. He was very, very appreciative. And I got back. I got home, brought the guitar back, and he took the guitar in a case. And I think it was a Wednesday or a Thursday. I don't remember. He said he would have it brought back, or he would bring it back the following Monday. So he borrowed it for the weekend. It was an amber Music Man Eddie Van Halen, and he brought it back himself that following Monday and thanked me. And he didn't sign the guitar, which I'm actually happy about because I used the guitar. It was something I used, and I didn't want to have to not use it anymore. But what he did was there was a pack. He put a new pack of strings on it, and the Ernie Ball strings, the pink package on the inside is all white. So he wrote me a really nice note thanking me for the use of the guitar and the reasons why he couldn't autograph it because he was under contract with Peavey and he wasn't signing anything but Peavey guitars. He gave me a handful of guitar picks, and he came in and said, "Thank you. Really, really appreciate you lending me your personal guitar." So fast forward to 1998. The Van Halen 3 record comes out, and they're about to come to Manhattan, and I get a phone call from Eddie again, and he actually asks for me personally. I didn't get the call. Someone picked up the phone, and it was for me. And Ed had asked if I would bring a 5150 combo amp to the Howard Stern show because he was going to play it on Howard Stern, and then present it to Howard. And then he'd have Peavey send the store another amp to make up for it. So I said, "Sure, of course I'll bring it. I'll do anything for you." So I bring it all the way to Howard Stern, and then I get a call on my cell phone, and it's Eddie, and he asks, he changed his mind. He asked if I'd bring it to his hotel room, to his hotel where he was staying, and he says, when you go to the door, I'm staying under the name Dean Martin, so ask for Dean Martin. So I, of course, asked for Dean Martin, and Scotty Ross, who was Eddie Van Halen's tour manager at the time, came down and escorted me up to Eddie's room. And he was actually doing whatever interviews they was doing. So I waited in Eddie's hotel room with Scott Ross and there was a couple of other people there for probably 3 hours. When Eddie came into the room and the door opens and he screams, "Dave!" and gives me a big hug and kiss on the cheek and says, and you know, immediately thanks me for waiting and for bringing him this heavy amplifier. And I'm like, anything, I'd lift a building for you. I don't care. You know, it's great. You know, and I'm being really calm about it now, but reliving this in my head right now, the hair on my arms are there. It's up. Anyway, so I hung out with him for like another 2 hours, just talking. We were talking about golf. We sat down and talked about guitars and golf, and we just hit it off like I'm talking to you guys. It was just really like a kind of a one-on-one, because what I did was I waited and he talked to his buddies that were there for a minute, and he said, "Can you hang for a little while?" Of course, I said, "Sure, I can hang." And we talked. We sat down like we were best friends, and we talked and talked and talked. And he said, "So, you know, what are you doing this week? You know, what would you like to hang out with me and the guys? We're going to be here all week. Tomorrow we're going to be at Virgin Megastore signing autographs on, you know, for the record and stuff. And you know, if you want to hang out with us, you're more than welcome to." Of course, I said, "Yeah, sure. Let me call my boss and see if I can take my vacation." So I called my boss, and I asked for my vacation, and he says, "I knew you were going to do that. I knew it." So yeah, I got my vacation time, and the next day I went there. I went and met them at the hotel, and I went with them to Virgin Megastore. And there's these 4 guys sitting at the table, and me sitting right next to Eddie, and everyone's coming, getting their stuff signed. And Eddie, you know, he's signing autographs, and he's looking over to me and talking to me like I'm like I've been his best friend forever. It was amazing. Just an amazing feeling. The day before, I had gotten him like a delay pedal, an octave pedal, and a wah, also with the amp, and he had finished with the pedals. But he turns to me and says, "Did you get the wah back? Did you get?" I'm like, "Oh yes, I got the wah, and I kept the wah. I kept the pedals and stuff." But you know, he's just talking to me like I've been his buddy forever. So the rest of the week, you know, I hung out with him a bunch. I got to play his purple Wolfgang at the time. We had a discussion about his Wolfgang being better than the stuff that you can get at the store, and he didn't believe it. You know, at first he said, you know, that's impossible. I should be able to walk into any store and play this guitar, and it should feel exactly like mine. So I said, well, I have a couple of them, and I'm not saying that they're bad. They're very good guitars, but they're not this. They're not like this purple one. So the next day he says, "Would you mind bringing one with you?" So I brought the white one, which you guys may or may not have seen that he autographed for me. I brought the white one. And he played it, and he was, you know, as he's playing my guitar, he's getting more and more upset over it, because it clearly wasn't as good as the one that he had with him. So, you know, I think I may have opened a sore subject with him at the time, but you know, he got over it pretty quickly. But that was one thing, and we jammed. We played together in his hotel room, which was really cool. It was one of the coolest experiences of my life, playing Panama with Eddie Van Halen. And he gives me the first solo, and I play the solo that's on the record, and he stops me right in the middle of it and says, "Don't play my solo." And I'm like, "But it's the solo in the song." He says, "Well, if you play that solo, what am I going to play?" And right then and there, I was like, "You're absolutely right. What am I thinking?" So, you know, when Eddie Van Halen tells you not to play his solo, you don't play his solo. But it was very, very funny anyway. So this went on and on the whole week. Friday's my normal day off from work, and I was married at the time, and I hadn't really hung out with my wife at all. It was morning to night hanging with Van Halen, and she didn't even believe it to begin with. She was like, "Yeah, you just you're hanging out with your buddies, drinking, whatever." I never I didn't lie to. I never would lie to my wife, but she would never. My then wife She didn't believe me, so she thought I was, trying to get over. So Friday is my day off, and I'm sleeping in, and the phone rings in the morning, my cell phone, and she answers it. And she said, the voice on the phone says, "Hi, can I speak to David, please?" And she's like, "Well, he's sleeping. It's his day off. Can I take a message?" And the voice on the phone says, "It's Eddie Van Halen. It's Edward Van Halen. And we're leaving. Can I just, talk to him for a minute?" And she's like, "Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, right. It's Eddie Van Halen. And she wakes me up. She's like, Dave, there's some a-hole on you. Says he's Eddie Van Halen. Wants to talk to you." I'm like, "It probably is." So I answer the phone, and it's, of course, Eddie Van Halen. And he was like, "Well, we're leaving today. Do you want to come in and hang out and say goodbye real quick?" And I couldn't. There was no way I could do it because, I was already in the doghouse with the wife at the time. So I stayed home, and she couldn't believe. She was like, "Well, why didn't you take me with you? Van Halen?" I'm like, "Well, because it was, so I didn't know if I could. I was asked to hang out and like be his go-between, with everything and everyone." So I just did it like it was my job, but I was having the time of my life. So anyway, I was also in a wedding band at the time, and we were playing every weekend. So Eddie had said, when we come back and we do the rounds and we do New York, we'll make sure there's tickets there for you. So each time they came to New York, there were tickets waiting for me, and each time I actually had weddings that I could not sub out. I had to do my weddings. I couldn't go to each show that year, and that bummed. Yeah, that year I couldn't go. That's the only year that really bummed me out. So that's my story with Van Halen. There you go, guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's amazing. That's so cool.
Sorry, I had you on mute. I couldn't hear anything. What? Can you repeat everything you just said?
No, you'll have to watch it from the beginning. There is more to that story, but that's 1998. There's more back in 2007 when I worked in Guitar Center, or 2006, I think. We'll go over that another time. So now that I told you that story, that thumbs down has to go away. So whoever gave the thumbs down, get rid of it.
Huh? Yeah. What? It's so quiet.
Yeah. Citizen Kane doesn't believe me.
Everybody fell asleep. I don't believe you either, man. Come on.
Okay. You don't have to. That's it. I'm done. I just talked more than I've ever talked since I've been on this show. So you guys, you got the show from here on in.
I'm pretty much
not only did we not lose the thumbs down, but we lost 2 thumbs ups.
Oh my goodness. Everybody's saying cool. Pete says cool. Frank says cool. Alex says cool.
Yeah.
You talk about his guitar rig?
No, it was more guitars, and you know what the thing is, I didn't really want to be fanboy with him. I think that's why he asked me to stay along and hang out, because I wasn't such a fanboy. I was just like his I'm not gonna say the confidant, but like whenever I guess I was his runner and his hangout buddy. We hung out. I did some things, on the side for him.
You run?
I did at the time.
Dave, what other guitars do you recall? What other guitars he had? Were you privy to seeing any other guitars?
No, that's the only guitar that was in the hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
Was the purple one.
Mm-hmm.
That was the guitar. That was the hotel guitar and the warm up guitar.
Was the guitar
the main guitar was the Sunburst at the time. Yeah. The main stage guitar was the Sunburst.
Was do you recall? I mean, was the guitar in good shape at that time?
It was brand new looking. It wasn't even scratched up.
And just played like butter, huh?
Yep. It was ridiculous. The guitar was super lightweight. I'll never forget that guitar. I'll never forget it. It was super resonant. The flame top, I know we've all seen photos of it, but the flame top in person was so vivid and so It was so deep and amazing. It was different than anything you could buy, anything that anyone could buy. It was just a different guitar. It was like from, you know, like later on when they had their custom shop, it was a guitar like that. That was made for Eddie Van Halen. That was not a guitar that was just off the line that they sent to him. That was made for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, all his guitars are made for him.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I mean, not necessarily, because you know, some guitars come off the line and they're just so good that they say, well, you know what, we're going to ship this one to Ed. You know, it's kind of, maybe not now, but back then it wasn't, you know, yes, they made guitars just for Eddie and they picked the woods just for Eddie, but you know, one could come off the line that was just so extraordinary that they're either holding it for one of their own or it went to Eddie.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's up? You said I was outside, but I heard you. I got the speakers blasting, so I could hear you talking. You had talked about the guitar that you guys had at the store, and you called the customer and said, "Hey, you know, Edward himself would like to borrow your guitar," and the guy was like, "No."
Yeah.
Who would do that?
I know.
A guy that wanted to have the last Music Man that was available from Manny's Music in a box to you know, for, you know, to collect, a collector, not someone that wanted other person's fingerprints on the guitar.
But if I mean, but those are the fingerprints you want on that guitar.
I understand that. You and I would both have said yes. In fact, I'm sure you and I would say if Eddie wants to sack the thing, he could sack it.
What does that mean? I don't even know.
You don't want to know what that means, but you know,
He can ball it. He can ball it. Yeah.
But if I mean, yeah, even a collector, if somebody's collecting those guitars,
somebody did not want it out of a box. You know, because it doesn't matter. Just because Eddie plays a guitar doesn't make it worth more. It makes it worth more to the person. But if the guy's looking to sell one down a line that's never been played, you know, and there's really no proof that Eddie Van Halen played it other than you saying that he did, because he did not autograph the guitar. And there was nothing, you know, there was nothing saying that he played the guitar. You know, yes, he did that. He wrote that nice little note for me because it was me giving him my personal guitar and I worked at the store.
do you have a photo of that one?
Do I have a photo? No, I have a photo of the guitar. Yes, I don't have that. My house burnt down back in 2007. This is and that I had a whole shrine with everything in it, photos, and that everything got destroyed. But yeah, this house burnt down in 2007,
Man.
which was horrible.
That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so I can understand, you know, when someone says, no, I don't want that box open. I don't care who wants to play it. You know, you don't there's nothing you could do about it. It was the customers. It was already paid in full. He just didn't come and get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's you know, if you're buying a signature guitar, you know, and the guy, you know, the guitar was made for himself or made by or whatever, needs to use it or whatever. That's that. Yeah, that guy must be some heavy duty collector, man. If he would pass on that.
Yeah, from what I remember, he was. You know, he was a collector, a guitar collector, and he was the type of guy that bought more than one of each guitar, one to open for himself and one to have in a box.
Yeah.
And I knew that he had more of them, but that was indeed the last one that Manny's was going to get. There were no more. It was the last order. It happened to be a green one, and it was unopened in a box. He wanted it saved. There was only 96 green Music Man guitars to begin with. That's it.
Wow. That's wild, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know. If it was me, I would have opened the box. I would have said, here, take it. Just give it back when you're done. In fact, take a photo with it, please. But
And this is what year?
This was 98. There were no cell phone cameras back then.
98. Yeah, 98. Yeah, back in those days.
Well, actually, that guitar was 97. The music
Well, I just meant the
97.
year this happened. I mean,
Yeah.
if any of you guys remember back then, yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I did. That's 98. That's the year I was signed to Universal Music. That's when I was living with Desmond Child, and I was meeting rock stars every other day, and I don't have photos or proof of any of that stuff.
Yeah, it's hard. Back then, it's hard. You know, it's hard to catalog that stuff because even back then,
yeah,
cameras were expensive.
Well,
I didn't own a camera. I didn't own one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of photos you see from back then are those Kodak disposable cameras.
Yeah.
In fact, for that tour, the Van Halen 3 tour, Van Halen gave those cameras out at the meet and greets. I remember. You know, they were striped, right? Was that 98? Was it?
I don't know.
It must have been 98. Yeah, there was like striped, like Kodak, like disposable cameras that were given. And what happened was, if you did the meet and greet, I never did it. I didn't see them on tour because I was on tour myself. But I have a good friend of mine who was there with Eddie, and he has a great Eddie story as far as when he met with them. And but what happened was people went in as groups, and they would have one of those disposable cameras for each group, and Scotty Ross or somebody would take a photo of the group, and then they would give it to somebody, and they would go in and get the thing developed for, the group of people, and get, the photos out there. And I mean, and this was it wasn't pre-internet, but it kind of was, not a lot of people were online.
Right.
So like I'm saying, there was a lot of stuff that I did. I was in a meeting with John Bon Jovi's mother. I have no photos. I can't prove, I can't prove that, but it happened. So yeah, it's crazy.
It really is. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but nowadays it's like overflowing. It's now, selfie with so-and-so, selfie, photo. Now you're just bombarded with, look who I met. Oh, look at this. It's nothing but look at me, whatever, nonstop everywhere. Instagram, But yeah, back then, you have stories. You have people.
Well, yeah, and that's why the story.
You're like the old man, Oh,
that's why every time. Yeah, that's why every time I tell that story, it's like I get goosebumps because that's all there is it's embedded in my head. There's no audio, there's no photos or anything to see all the time. And I don't tell that story always. I don't tell it a lot. It seems like I do on here because Johnny happens to hear it all the time. I don't try to. Everyone asks me to. I don't try to tell it. And I tell it in a way where I'm not dropping names either.
Just Eddie Van Halen's name.
Well, you can't tell the story without saying his name.
I know.
Yeah, I hung out with that moron,
Huh?
That must have been a great experience. How old were you, Dave, when that happened? How old were you? About
28, 95, I was 28. 98, I was 28.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy. It's crazy.
Cray.
It was crazy. So, so the moral of the story is if I never meet Van Halen again, I'm okay with it because I've done more with him than most people have. So I'm cool.
Mm-hmm. Would he remember you?
I bet you he would. All I would have to say is I sold 8 Frankensteins. Remember me? I put all that money in your pocket.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because that's the last time I met him was when I sold the eight Frankensteins.
That was what, 07?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 07. There were cameras then, man.
Yeah.
There weren't selfie sticks though. So
how long was that meeting, Dave? When you met him in
07? All but 30 seconds because he had. It was very quick. It was very, very fast. There was no hangouts. There was no meet and greets. It was like, man, thank you. It was like he's like, I know you. I know who you are. He says to me, And I said, yeah. He says, you're the guy who sold all those Frankensteins? And he shook my hand and he said, thank you. I can't hang out, but go to your seats. And, because I had, I think it was either second or third row. I can't remember because, it was second or third row.
Yeah.
It was. I took a great photo of Eddie with that. What was he using? He was using it was the white Wolfgang,
Mm-hmm.
the white EVH at the time. It was great photo. I have to dig that out.
He remembered you from '98, right?
I told him. I said, "You remember me back then?" And he says, "Yeah, I do. We spent like a week together. Yeah, it was very cool."
Mm-hmm.
One more thumbs up and we'll have 50. Come on, give us 50.
What is it? It's 10 to 7. 10 to 10 where you guys are.
10 to 10.
I don't know if you're good. I'm good. I'm actually good. I'm good for a while. If anybody want to call in? And who was that?
There we go.
That was somebody else. Does anybody want to actually call up? If you do, 415, what is it? 952-3263. Although don't call yet. Let me give it another number. What's your number, Dave?
It's 7. Lucky 7.
Oh. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you got your thumbs up, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
You got your thumbs up.
Thank you so much, guys and
Joe,
girls.
call in. I talked to Joe for like 45 minutes this morning.
Is he even still here? Maybe he's sleeping.
No, he's driving. He can't be sleeping.
Oh.
Go to Joe's channel and you'll see. You'll hear a conversation we had this morning.
Greg, you'll call in one day when you have like 3 fireballs in you, right?
867-5309. Yeah. Anybody, you guys can call in. Just give me like 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, and go ahead and somebody say something.
Yes, go ahead, Rob. It's your turn. I spoke more. I spoke for all of us for a good 20 minutes.
I don't have anything to say, believe it or not, tonight. Go figure. I'm just enjoying the ride.
All right. Well, show us that. Show us that 78.
The only time I ever met Van Halen was wasn't even really a meet. I shook Eddie's hand in the Golden Ring back in 2004 when I won tickets to the Golden Ring. 2 tickets, my buddy and I. And it was in Worcester, Massachusetts on June. Well, they played the 19th and the 20th. And the 19th, I had the 5-star pass out of sound check. I was like on the 3rd row. But on the 20th, I won tickets on the Golden Ring and Ed's side. And when they came out, they opened up a jump. And I had my hand up like this, and Ed walked over and he got down on his knees and he hit that first chord. And he grabbed my hand. And he held it for like maybe 5 to 8 seconds. And of course, he didn't have time to get a camera out, so I never got a picture of him holding, shaking my hand. But I never got a chance to really meet the guy. I did shake his hand, but it was never it's right in the middle.
I bet that there's YouTube video of that somewhere.
No, I've searched everywhere, even on the Van Halen Trading. It's nobody's releasing that show for whatever reason. I've been looking for.
Well, was it a bad show or was it a good show? Do you remember?
I have the audio from the show, but I don't have the video. There is video from it. Only one song, "Finish What You Started." It was the only time they played "Finish What You Started" on that whole tour. I do have video of that, but I don't have video of the entire show, and especially of Jump when Eddie came out and grabbed my hand. But and at the end of the show, at the last song, when I think they played "When It's Love," my buddy threw his hat up on stage and said, autograph this," and Ed actually autographed a 5150 hat. And I had a picture. I'm like, "Ed, autograph this." And he's like, Ed looks at me. He goes, "No, man. Because if I autograph that, I got to autograph everybody else's." And he walked away. And I get it. I mean, I understood.
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty cool.
I think that's the first year they actually autographed stuff on stage, like while they were on stage. I've never seen them do that before until that year.
Sammy was doing it all the time. Sammy was doing it all the time, and Ed was actually getting mad. I remember that Sam was doing that. He was like, you know, all he does is run around and autograph stuff. It was when they were having their problems, you know.
Yeah.
And Mike and Sam were autographing stuff the whole show. Yeah, you're right though. That was like the only time ever.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, Sammy was. Oh, am I on? Yeah. Yeah, Sammy was autographing a lot of stuff. You see that, which he still does. You know.
I did get Sammy to autograph my 5150 hat that show. Sammy walked over and autographed it for me right there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Man, you got some sweat on that hat.
Oh yeah, that hat seen some better days. And actually, I do have a picture of Sam when I actually handed him the hat. I'll show it to you. It's a pretty cool picture. Where is it? Right here it is. This is Sammy wearing a New England Patriots jersey, and that's my hand. I just threw the hat up, and Sammy was autographing that. And these are all the pictures that I took of Ed at that show. 5150 guitar.
Wow, very cool.
Wow. A lot of people know these photos.
The 5150 Charvel.
Yep, I took that one.
Samurai hair.
Like that photo. Everybody knows that photo, but not everybody knows you're the one that took that.
Yeah, I'm the one that took it. I got pictures of, let's see, what's it? I got a real close-up of his, Hubs would like this one. Here's a real close-up picture I took of Ed. Look at his belt. It's a piece of rope.
Yeah, I heard he did that. Yes.
Yeah, that's the.
That guitar is sitting in it's hanging on his wall in 5150 right now.
Yeah. Here's another one. This is a crazy picture of Ed.
It was hanging on the wall in that photo from last week.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
I took that one of him. He looks a little rough there, but
that's something else.
Yeah, great pics though. I got some of. Let's see, what's another one? There's another one I took of him that night. That's how close I was to him. Literally.
That's a cool photo. I don't care what anyone says. That's a cool photo.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I got like tons.
That's how close you were.
Yeah, literally that close.
I
was right there. The stage was here. You could rest my hands on the stage because we were in the Golden Ring. If you guys remember, that was the time when they had special seating inside the stage.
Yeah,
we called it the Golden Ring. And I was on Ed's side. And like I said, that's why when he came out and played Jump, I stuck my hand up and he literally got down. He's like grabbed my hand like that and he held on to it. And I was like, whoa! I was looking at my buddy, get a picture. Yeah.
You screamed and you fainted. Then you woke up and the show was over.
Yeah. Then I was.
You'd been violated too. Like your shirt was ripped off.
Everybody had stepped on him. What was it like in that Golden Ring? Were there seats, or were people fighting to get up and like close?
You had to kind of. I mean, there was no seats. It was all standing room only. And I mean, you had to really fight to keep your spot. I fought to get right up front. I mean, I really did. I pushed hard. I did. I literally did.
Man. Yeah, you guys are that close and you're fighting each other.
Okay.
Well, even if you're in the back of that, you're still close.
Oh, exactly.
So it was still
exactly. Yep.
Yeah, but then wasn't there security within that as well?
There was like a there was a couple
guys under control.
Yeah, there was a couple of guys. I mean, the people weren't fighting. It's just that you really had to hold your spot. And once I got up there, I mean, nobody was getting me out of there. Literally, once I got to the front, I was not leaving. You know, I was standing right there for the whole show. From the
that was the same deal though, where you got to get in early. You got like a tote bag with like a pin or something.
Yep.
You got to go check out the merch booth early, and then you probably had like a backstage tour, and there was probably a table of like Bud Light or something for you guys, or Wabo Wabo or whatever.
Yep.
So people within that Golden Ring were probably it was probably a party in there, and people probably got pretty rowdy in there.
Yeah, I know.
Look at Dave. See, I told you he talks to other people always in these things.
No, Stefan sent me something. I was looking at it.
See, now
Stefan,
Rob,
that's a great guitar. It's probably a good price too.
I guess I'll join them.
That's it. Is anyone on the phone, John?
No. Does anybody want to call in real quick? Real quick. Somebody call me.
Somebody.
415-952-3263. Give me a call.
Yeah, someone please call Johnny.
415-952-3263.
Oh,
Rob just fell in the trash can.
that is pretty funny.
Listen to that. That's
Yeah,
like
I know. It's like he puts his avatar on.
he fell in the tub.
Oh, I just heard a beer bottle.
Yeah, beer bottle.
I just heard a beer bottle open.
He's in the bathtub now.
I'm going to see my dog Grogan. Come on, Grogan.
Is that the same blue cup every time, or you got a stack of those?
It's actually it's actually the same one. It's actually like what would you call it? Like light green, like yeah. What do you call it? Like what's it like a light green?
It's like those red cups.
Yeah, it's a hard plastic solo cup is what it is.
Solo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a solo thumbs down again.
Favorite Van Halen album tone? Let's see. For me, that's a tough one. I mean, Fair Warning, I would say. Fair Warning, but I would say live. Maybe my favorite Van Halen live guitar tone. You're talking about guitar, right? Just yeah. I would say 1984, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to pick up my favorite. I mean, I like the classic and I like the Sammy era. I mean, I'm a huge. I'm like Hubbard. I know Dave doesn't particularly care for this, but I'm a huge balance era sound tone freak. But I would go with Fair Warning too.
Nobody. Yeah.
That's because he's a ninja. Nobody.
If you guys in the future, this comment will go away. But yeah, nobody says, while Rob was falling down the stairs, he happened to grab onto a beer and pop the top while going down.
Damn right.
Yep.
Yup.
Yeah. So hey, anybody, if you want to call in now. Give us a call, 415-952-3273. Operators are
3273, 3263.
Oh, have I given out the wrong number the whole time?
Jesus.
Howie.
Have you guys been trying to call me? Is that the wrong number?
Howie wants to go out.
Well, he knows it's getting close to time, but oh, have I been saying 7? 415-952-3263.
Yes, 3263.
Have I been giving out the wrong number? Somebody else is getting
that time.
Somebody else is getting calls.
Yeah. Hey, is this Johnny Kid?
Like, somebody else, like somebody somewhere, is getting some call. Hey, what do you think about Eddie's tone on Fair Warning? Like some old lady. Who is this?
Yeah, the old lady's like, well, it sounded pretty cool on Mean Street, but I didn't like Unchained, you know.
They're getting calls nonstop, like when what was the family that was getting calls on the Fair Warning, the Carnal Knowledge album? They had the phone number on the blackboard.
Oh yeah.
Remember there was a family that number did not belong to who it was on the board anymore, but it belonged to somebody else, and they were getting calls nonstop. Remember that? There was an MTV News thing on it. Yeah.
Yep. I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Is that number still on? Is that number still on the like? If you have the album, is that still on there? I mean,
I think so, yeah.
I bet it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
I remember it also had Alex Van Halen's phone number on it.
Wow.
I remember that.
That's so cool. People like pick up on that. Like nobody would let that, you know.
Oh, because yeah, back then there was nothing like this.
Right.
You know, and you had to wait, you know, for a magazine to come out, and it could have been news from like 2 months ago, but still, it was wow.
Yeah.
You know, so back then you would scour, you know, you'd be glued right on to, you know, the what was it, Metal Edge.
Metal Edge, yeah.
Circus,
I think,
Kerrang. Kerrang.
Yeah. Metal Edge was the one that seemed to be like the most like current news.
Hit Parader.
You know, yeah, Circus. I mean, some of that is a little older, but Metal Edge, that was the one where it was like the most recent, but maybe it was like a month ago.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Month
I have
before.
a ton of those magazines.
I don't think anyone's calling in.
Most of the stuff.
Call us in. Call in.
415-952-3263.
Joe Wentz has us on speed dial. You don't even need to tell him the number. Cricket.
Okay, let me give you a number. Go ahead and prank this number. 516.
I'll kill you. It doesn't matter. It's on my Facebook page. You know, it's not like it's, you know, a hidden number.
Yeah, he did. He gave the area code. 516. Yeah.
Nesdall. Good night, Guitar Wannabe, EVH, man.
Good night, buddy.
Craig, right?
Yeah, it's Craig Wright.
Craig Wright. Like stage right.
Is it Allen? Is it Craig Allen, right?
Killer Chimp wants to know if Eddie ever recorded with his stage guitars. Yes, he's recorded with the Frankenstein almost every record until 1980, until 5150. And then he recorded with the 5150 guitar.
Yep.
And then he recorded with whatever he wanted to.
The Music Man. Yep.
Okay, here we go. Somebody's calling in.
Thank God.
Frank.
Is that Frank?
Hi, John.
Hey, is this Frank C?
Frank Corcoran from Pittsburgh. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing, man?
Pretty good. Yeah, I heard you wanted someone to call, so I called you out.
Awesome.
Wow. Thanks. Somebody's actually listening.
Oh, yeah, I try to listen to you guys all the time. Nice show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice show.
Thanks, man.
Hey,
Thanks.
I picked up a Fender Squire 51. I found it in a garage for $25. Nice guitar.
You can't go wrong for
thinking of putting a
$25.
lace pickup in the neck. I'm not sure, you know, what you guys were thinking of.
A lace sensor?
Yeah, it's a single coil and that has a humbucker in the bottom.
Right.
The pickups are, you know, they're in very good pickups.
The ones that come in you guys know the Squire 51.
Yeah,
right?
sure. I know.
That's the one that Alex has.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's actually a very good guitar.
$25.
Nice.
And, the neck and that's nice, but like I'm saying, the pickups need replaced.
Yes.
I'm thinking of putting a lace in the neck and then, you know, see what's up from there.
That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, I like your guys' show a lot. I really, really like it. I watch it all the time.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate that you dig, you know, watching this instead of Wednesday night, you know, football or whatever.
I don't do football no more.
Or, you know, reruns of you don't watch Blue Bloods marathons?
Nah, it's just guitar stuff and that's about it anymore.
Frank, he's making fun of me through you. He's making fun of me through you.
He's that Blue Bloods. That's I'm sure that he watches nonstop. Nesdall watches that. I've never seen it. I don't know what it is, but
I don't want to hold you guys up much. I figured I'd give you a call. That's all.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling, man. And call
Yeah,
back.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, take care, brothers. You guys have a good one.
Thanks.
Yeah, you too. You too. Thanks for calling.
I appreciate your show. I'm glad you guys are doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Have a good night.
All right. Good night, man.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good night. Thank you.
He's laughing.
He is.
Frank C.
Awesome.
Huh? Oh, somebody else was trying to call too, but they got the message.
Yeah.
Dave, you
They didn't like that you answered that you didn't answer their phone, so they gave us a thumbs down as well. Now there's 2.
Got your
Dennis!
voicemail. Maybe I'm tripping. Huh?
Grogan.
Yeah, Grogan's mad too. He's gonna give us a thumbs down. Grogan's gonna give us a pause down.
Grogan.
Pause down.
Pause down.
Uh-oh.
Joe Wentz.
How'd you know, man? Hey, man.
Hey, man, what's happening? I'm sorry I'm late, man. I just got done delivering down here, and I just left the property, so I was, having to get finished up. But just want to call in and say, hey, great show, and I love Dave's story. I think it's an awesome story, and I wanted to pass a request along to Rob since I know he's there, and I tell you what, Johnny or Dave, if y'all could give Rob my phone number, I can talk to Rob on the phone. We'll just do it that way. If Rob feels comfortable with that,
absolutely.
Pass him my phone number. I'll just talk to him on the phone.
Sure, no problem.
He wants to trade places with you, Rob.
No.
Joe,
Because he was Rob on Friday.
Joe, for you to trade places,
he got a
Rob,
taste of it. Now he needs more, man.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. You crazy boy. Oh man.
No problems, Joe.
Totally different. So, but
Cool.
yeah, man. So.
Yeah.
But,
Well, yeah, you can call him, or if your friend's on Facebook, you can call him on Facebook.
Yeah, Joe, just shoot me a message on Facebook, and I'll get you
an
my
audio call. Yeah. Remember how I
always
called you?
we could do that with
I
Grogan.
called you this morning
yeah.
before we jumped on your hangout. Yeah, that was through Facebook, like a Facebook audio call.
Okay, yeah, I guess I could do that. I didn't think about that. I don't know how good it works out here on the road, but I can try it. But yeah, that'll be fine. I can give it a shot when I get here in just a few minutes. I get on the interstate here. I can try it.
Mm-hmm.
And but I wanted to ask the question for Dave. I know when he told the story, he said that Eddie signed the inside of the paper from the guitar strings or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you still have that paper, correct? Or did
No, I don't. I don't. My house burnt down in 2007, and that was part of what got destroyed.
Oh man!
I had it hanging. I had it in a frame. I had it framed with a bunch of stuff in it, guitar picks and a lot of stuff, and it got destroyed. I wish I still had it.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm sure, man. Yeah, that's a shame, man. Golly. But I love that story, man. That's an awesome story.
I do have a photo. I do have a photo of the guitar that Eddie did autograph, though. I can show that to you guys.
Right. Yeah, that's cool.
Give me 1
man.
second. I'll get the photo up.
Cool.
Hang on.
Cool deal, man. Good deal, man. But okay, gentlemen, I know y'all ready to roll on, man. I just wanted to jump in here real quick. I'm sorry it's at the last minute, but I was kind of against the wall back there. But yeah, man, y'all be good, man. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, you're driving. You're driving like an 18-wheeler or something.
Yeah, that's correct. 18
Oh, look.
wheels rolling down, southbound and down, baby.
Convoy.
Nice, Joe. Nice.
So here,
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah.
just so you guys can see that.
Y'all be good, man. Be safe. God bless y'all. We'll talk to you later. See you on the flip side.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks, Joe.
Take care, Joe.
Hey, hang on, Joe. Joe, don't hang up.
Yes.
One
Okay.
sec. You just said see you on the flip side. Are you reading my shirt? Look at that. Flip side.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm looking out the window, right? Looking at the road. I can't see what you're wearing right now. So.
Yeah. Anyway,
I
yeah.
don't know. I have no idea.
My friend's band is called Flip Side. I'm wearing their shirt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, ain't that a coincidence?
Yeah.
Man.
So anyway,
Golly.
don't look down at your phone, but Dave is showing a photo of the Wolfgang that Edward signed for him
Yeah.
right
Oh,
there.
cool.
So you can
Cool, man.
see a photo of it.
Okay, cool deal, man. Thank y'all very much, man. Y'all be good, man. Good to hear from you. I'll talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
All right.
Be safe, man.
Take care, buddy.
Y'all too. All right, buddy. Bye-bye.
All
Bye,
right.
Dave.
See you Wednesday.
That's awesome, Dave.
So there you go.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool, man.
Yeah.
Where's that guitar now, Dave?
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I don't know. I sold it for a lot of money
Yeah.
years ago. I sold it for a lot of money. I don't know where it is right now.
That's cool.
But I do have the memory, and I do have a photo of that. So, you know what else I could show you is this. I can show this. This is a photo of a room that I had in a house I was staying at. These were the guitars that I had at the time.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Bunch of Peavey Wolfgangs.
Beautiful. Yeah, and there's the one with the autograph on it. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Look at that. That's cool. What's the stripe guitar in the back? The Frankenstrap?
That was the first Frankenstein that I ever made, and I showed that to Eddie, and he autographed the back of that too. I'll show you that as well.
That's cool.
This was the first one I ever did in my life. And
That's
Oh
so
wow.
isn't that cool?
He signed that. That's
Yes.
That is cool.
Man, you must have had a hell of a week, man, for him to sign something like that.
Yeah.
That's special, man.
That's cool. And the funny thing is, he got a kick out of it. He said, "Well, I can't tell you in the exact words that he said to me when he signed it, when he looked at it. He says, I'll never understand why anyone would want to make a piece of S that looks like my piece of S."
That's so funny. That's so funny.
You just said pizzas.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, speaking of pizzas, man, you had some great looking pizza the other night, man.
Thank you. I still have it in the fridge.
Oh, no way.
I still
Where'd
have
it come from?
like
South?
5 slices. It came from South. We had Sicilian. We had well done Sicilian. Half of it with sausage on it. The other plain.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah.
Ah, Sweet.
It was very good.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Gesundheit. Did you get any on you?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Because I closed off my nasal passages. My nosal passages.
If he closes off your nosal passages, comes out the anal passages, though.
Oh, my ear passages. It went up my ears.
yuck. Man, that's cool though. I'm sorry you probably don't have that guitar anymore, but
No.
that's
But it's okay. It's all right. I have the photos, and that's all I need. Yeah, the guitar, whatever. I've got much better ones now.
Yep.
mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, for him to sign something like that, that's pretty cool.
It was.
That's,
it was
that's
not only did it make me really happy. I mean, it was a crazy feeling. But when the guy who bought that guitar got that, because his name was Dave as well, he freaked out.
Yeah. That's cool.
So yeah, it was fun.
Good deal, man. Good deal. That's great.
Yeah. What?
Yes, David Sneasdall.
You got a lot of names, man.
I'm popular like that.
Yeah. Everybody.
Jake V says, "Look here, I'm planning to build a Frankenstrat style Paint Floyd Rose, etc., with EMG active pickups. What are your thoughts?" I'm not a fan of EMG pickups. If you like them, that's cool, but I'm not a fan.
I don't even really like them in my Steinberger. I mean, I have them in there because it's like what Ed had, but I'm not a big fan of the active EMGs either.
I mean, I would, in the Steinberger, it sounds right because I mean that's what he used, and with the Trans-Trem, it has that sound that's on the Van Halen records where he used the Trans-Trem.
Right.
But I was never a fan of EMGs. They're very sterile sounding. They're just not. There's no. How do I say it without sounding like I'm because I'm not. I'm not dissing your guitar, but it's it's not something that I would buy. Not something I would make.
Yep.
Village sells signed guitars doll. That's all right. All right. So what do we got? We got 51 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. Thanks, guys. 31 people watching. It's 10:19. It's dark out. We're wearing dark sunglasses. I have a full tank of gas and a half a pack of cigarettes. Hit it.
Dude, that sounds good to me, man. That sounds really good to me. I mean, I can quit smoking for years at a time, but the urge never goes away.
Yeah, no, not me, man. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, and I never will start.
Yeah. What?
Cool.
What?
Yeah. Well, I know Rob is falling asleep, which is true.
I got another early morning.
That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Killer Chip, are you talking about Steve Clark from Def Leppard? Because a lot of his guitars were very cool, except for the Les Paul with the Kahler on it. What the hell was he thinking?
Yeah.
Kahler, that was big back then.
Yeah, but they just robbed the tone of the guitar. They were horrible. They still are.
Well, they didn't know that. People wanted that, but the people that were putting those on, the techs, the luthiers that were doing the work, they hated doing that.
Yeah.
Because you're putting Kahlers, you're putting Floyd Roses on actual, guitars that would be worth a lot of money today, or even back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
my buddy Brian that was going to be on the show with us tonight, that was here the other night. He has a female friend that actually owns that white Les Paul that was Steve Clark's with the Kahler on it. She actually owns that guitar. I think that guitar was in the Pour Some Sugar on Me video.
Why do you have to say female friend? Just say friend.
Well, because it's a girl. Because my friend Brian always tells me it's a female friend. So that's my female friend. Yeah.
Okay.
My friend Brian doesn't have too many female friends. No, I'm just kidding. Most of his friends are female, actually.
Lucky dude.
Well, then why would he call them all female friends? Would he? His
I don't know.
Why he would just say friend?
Man, I don't know. He's not here to defend himself, so I really don't want to make too much fun of him.
You're like his male friend.
Yeah.
My male friend.
I get his mail for him.
Who was that?
That
was one of you guys.
That's Joe. Joe wants to send me a message.
Yeah. So what?
So that's it.
You're good?
I expect that the thumbs down will go away.
I don't know.
Don't make a New York guy mad.
There's a couple of them. Yeah, this guy. If anybody gets mad in here, it's that dude.
Do I really look like I get mad? I'm like Mr. Smiles here.
You guys should see this guy after we turn the camera off, man.
Come on, that's not funny.
That laugh? Yeah, instead like that, it's like, oh, that's not funny, Johnny. All I see is this. Once I'm like, good night, everybody, we're all smiling, waving. Once it says off air, all I see from Dave is like this.
Yeah.
And if you believe that, he's got a bridge in San Francisco to sell you.
It's just like, Do a Facebook Live, Johnny, Mike says. I will do that.
When?
I will do that. Well, I know yeah, let's wrap it up. Thank you everybody for watching this stuff.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you guys watching these things. We have a great time doing this stuff. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Come back Friday.
Uh-huh.
Come back Friday. And again, a week from Friday, I will not be here. So there'll be some sort of rerun or something. Maybe I'll do a Facebook Live on Friday from the page. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe. We'll see.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Live right now. Of course I'm live right now. What? Oh, I heard you say cool.
Are we on Facebook again?
Again. Here we go. Go live. Okay. Going live on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
Hey, this is Johnny Beane live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube as well. Good night. Hey, good night, everybody. Good night. Come, if you want, jump over to Facebook real quick. Say goodbye to us over there, if you like. Oh, looks like some jerk just entered. Some guy in a EVH hat just jumped in. He's getting mad. Look out. Yeah, that's him. That's him. 802 Blues. Thanks, man. It's Nesdall. Nesdall's here. Yeah. Join the Facebook page, you know. We're calling the pages for this particular stream that we do. We're calling it EVH Gear Live. So there's a Facebook, there's an Instagram, and a Twitter. Hey, Sean. Hey, guys. Hey, Dave. Show us your fair warning side. Mike says. Joe Wentz. Look, everybody's jumping into Facebook now. Yeah. So yeah, jump over to Facebook. If you haven't liked the page yet, it's just EVH Gear Live. And you can join us over there for a little bit. It's like an after show kind of thing. And I guess if you guys want to swear, you can swear over there if you want. So. Oh,
Yeah,
Dave's really going to let us go now. Okay, and that's Dave, by the way, the guy that's commenting that says EVH Gear Live. That's Dave. So, all right, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you for the thumbs downs. We appreciate it all. It just means you're watching. And join us Friday. Be back Friday. Thank you very much. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you for the thumbs downs. We appreciate it all. It just means you're watching. And join us Friday. Be back Friday. Thank you very much. Thank you for the thumbs ups.
Good job.
All right, YouTube. See you guys later. Johnny Beane, JohnnyBeane.com, David Nesdall, Rob Johnson III.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
You know,
Facebook.
just Johnny, just to let you know, I don't know if I could, other than saying who I am on here, I there's no way to change EVH Gear to my name. I think whoever
on the computer you can.
Yes, but I'm using the phone as
phone. No, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to show you guys what we're looking at right here. This is what we're seeing right now on YouTube. About to wrap it up.
Yes.
That's the guy who's commenting right now on the EVH Gear Live page. The guy under the name. The guy in the hat. That guy. All right. Hey, Joe. All right, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Thank you for everything, and we'll see you guys Friday. Go check out the Facebook page, EVH Gear Live. All right, YouTube. See you later.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.